Oh, my name is Jones, I went to the store. I found myself looking for you in the moonlight. Hi, I'm Matt List from What Pictures, and today I want to talk to you about why it's okay to say no. Now, it sounds like a relatively simple thing to do. However, saying no can be surprisingly difficult, considering all the things that we say yes to. For example, saying yes to going to a mate's house, or going out drinking, and even saying yes to a new job. You can see how much it affects our lives without us even acknowledging it. So as this is quite a broad subject, we'll be looking at why it's okay to say no in everyday situations. Research behind it. Okay, so looking at reasons as to why we say no, it has been documented that saying no to someone has a strong link to anxiety. So we struggle to say no to avoid this feeling and to try and say it in the nicest way possible. On average, a typical person is asked 100 questions a day, which any of these could start this anxious feeling. These ranging from what do you want for dinner, what do you want to do tonight, and do you want to go to the shop? Pretty much my life summed up in 3 questions there. And say if you wanted to do something, no stress, no worrying about letting anyone down. That's fine, go ahead, have a good time. However, if it's something you really don't want to do, then this is where the issue starts. Okay, so I can't be the only one, but I just don't want to do anything right. And your mate phones you up and he's like, hey, you want to do something tonight? And you're inside, you're like, no, why don't you go and f*** off? But on the outside, you're like, yeah, like, what? And he's like, drinking, dancing, more drinking. You literally are laying on your bed in your underwear, not moved for the last 5 hours, still playing Uncharted 3 and covered in bloody Dorito bits. Ooh, and you literally have 5p in the bank. But, because you don't want to hurt his feelings, you're like, yeah, sure. And you're f***ed. It just me? Might just be me. This leads to a whole shebackle inside the brain, with verbal worries and nervous thoughts, and the body giving you a racing heartbeat, lightheadedness, panic attacks, and other physical symptoms. But there shouldn't be a reason as to why this happens. All you're doing is doing something that you don't want to do, so why does this happen? Why? Why does it happen, John? Why does it happen? You shouldn't have to do things that you don't want to do. And understanding that you can't please everybody will help deal with this feeling. Sure, you won't feel good about it, but the more times you say it, the more times you'll get used to it. And sometimes you've got to start thinking about yourself. You, mate! You doing? It could be because what you've been asked to do inconveniences you, makes you feel uncomfortable, or you generally can't be bothered doing it. We've all said yes to something that we don't want to do, either out of guilt, surprise, the desire to please, and the chance you'll receive a favour of some kind from that person later on in the future. Be yourself, be confident. If you don't want to do something, then say so. If they're your friends, they'll understand, and the opportunity, whatever it may be, will come around again. Every situation is different because of extraneous variables. One, for example, could be peer pressure, afraid of looking like the one person who doesn't want to participate in the activities that either your friends or colleagues want to do. But most of all, just be open and honest about it. The best that you can do is just stick to your own morals and do what feels right, because lying about something that you don't want to do is not going to make anything better. However, there are lighter and darker sides of this topic. With everyday things, you've got instances like those charity people wandering up to you in the street, and with the more serious side of the topic, we've got relationships and the boundaries that are involved within these. Don't stand by and let things happen. Saying no can come in many forms, such as the questions previously discussed, and then there's you just not being okay with something. Using an extreme example here, like if your partner has cheated on you. Look, that's not okay, and you can say no to that situation and leave. You deserve to find someone that won't do that to you. And even though it fills you with all that anxiety and bad feelings walking away from a relationship, it's better than staying somewhere without trust. Because if you don't say no to something that negatively impacts you, it will change you and not for the better. So, say no, because otherwise shit's gonna happen, okay? Thanks for watching this episode. Please like, share, subscribe, it really helps us out. If you have any opinions about this topic, then be sure to write down in the comment section below. I'm Matt Lizard from What Pictures, and that's why it's okay to say no. And I'll see you soon. Excuse me. Went then, and will you f*** off? It has been documented. I'm driving the car, I'm driving the taxi.
No, 3, 2, 1.
Are you my passenger? Never light.
Oh, no.
Chit, chit, yup.